How you going, mate?
Good, mate. Good to see you back.
Yes, good to be back. Just a quick, so before I get started, thank you for everyone for a couple of weeks ago when I was on. You were really nice and it really meant a lot to me. So thank you, everyone. And thank you, Terry, as well. I really appreciate it. So thank you.
No worries, mate. We gave you a virtual hug that night. That was good.
Yes, I do appreciate it a lot. Anyway, what a game, Terry. I mean, that was defense. That game was all about defense. I know we kicked accurately, but Jesus, we looked like we actually had a defensive plan for the first time in a very long time. St Kilda looked completely out of ideas for 90% of that game, and it was so good to like. It felt like I was watching someone beat us, like how other teams would beat us, where we lose. Like we would like it just looked like they were completely out of ideas. Like we looked against North, we looked like we were completely out of ideas, and they played against us. They were looking at the line and thinking, "What do we do?"
Yeah.
And it was fantastic. And the number one stat of the night, and we had some great players, but none of it is relevant to the one stat that mattered the most: 80 tackles. 80 tackles.
Amen.
What a team performance that is. That is. Can you remember the last time we had 80 tackles in a game, Terry?
I honestly can't. And it goes to show, because the way I see it, they're a very talented bunch of players. A lot of them have been drafted very high. And if they start their game with the tackle pressure as the focus and then let the talent be instinctive rather than try and win games just with the talent, just that alone will make us a better side. If we're willing to do the hard stuff, the game's weird. It rewards you. Like we weren't getting a lot of the free kicks early in the game, and then it really started changing. We were doing the hard stuff, the 1%ers, and you sort of started seeing I don't know if you call it the footy gods or whatever, but things started just going our way because we earned that right.
Yeah, I have a little philosophy. You say like the best defense is offense, and the best offense is defense.
Yeah,
and what I mean is that when you're defensive, you want to think attacking wise. You want to be really aggressive on the opponent, make it really hard for them to play against you. And then when you play defensively well, it creates chances for you offensively. Like we saw tonight, what is it, 70 points off turnovers? Like that's just good defense, straight up. And the accuracy was good, but a lot of the goals were easy. Like they weren't hard goals. They were like 20 meters out, 30 meters out, and that's what Teague has struggled with so much. He's always been worried about attack. Well, defense is attack. If you pride yourself on the defense, the attack comes with it.
Yeah, I'm with you. Forced turnover,
and it was fantastic. And and probably his job's already gone, and it's probably fair enough because last week was absolutely horrific. But and the thing with Teague, and I think people haven't talked about it a lot, is I think he's a great man manager. In the terms of the players obviously love him, and they've always loved him. And I think that the fact that his tactics aren't great, and he just hasn't had the assistants around him to help cover his tactical deficits. Because the players played for him today. Like there's no doubt. Like if they'd given up, they would have just. You can't not play for the coach and have 80 tackles. It just doesn't happen. Right. So it's definitely, I feel bad for him because I think the club has let him down to a big extent. But also, it's a win-loss business at the end of the day. And if that's just how it is sometimes. So I feel bad for him. But also the big news, Clarkson. Obviously, what do you think about Clarkson, Terry? I wonder what you think about him.
I listened to his press conference today, and my read of his body language was a guy that genuinely wants to take a break from football. I'm a big Ross Lyon fan, but at the same time, I just don't know. So I'll just wait until they make the decision on Teague or not, and then I'll just go from there. I don't really know. Like I don't think right now is the time to sack Like right this second, I don't know. That's the real answer, you know. But I'm not convinced from what I saw that Clarko's desperate to coach again next year anyway. So we'll see.
Yeah, that's true. I think, just quickly, if I would say if Teague, I pretty much say if if Clarkson wants to coach us next year, I think then you get rid of Teague. But if Teague does well these past few games, I think just keep him there, keep him to his contract. None of the other coaches are really going anywhere if Clarkson's not available next year. Get some new assistants around him, see how it's going. Because Ross Lyon and there's still a lot of good coaches out there.
Yeah.
So I don't think there's any real rush to get rid of him, especially because all the assistants are going. Yeah. So that's good as well.
Fair enough, mate. Fair enough. I appreciate you coming on. I've got quite a few more to get through, so I will move you along. But sending love.
Quickly, I just became a premiership member, so everyone get on board with the channel. So thank you very much.
Thank you so much.
Cheers, mate. Have a good night.